What's going on, Diecast collectors? This is OBB, the Diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a NASCAR Authentics Diecast review on Austin Cindric's 2024 discount tire Ford Mustang for Team Penske in the NASCAR Cup Series. And I know what you guys are saying, did I got this at a discount? Well, we'll probably find out when we get on to the later of this review, as this is part of the 2024 Wave 9 lineup for your retail line where you can get NASCAR Diecast. And yeah, the packaging is pretty nice. And if you guys want any more any ideas of how I picked this car up, feel free to check out my What's in Store video, because that is always a good vibe to attend to, as there's the rest of the wave that we're slowly starting to review all these cars and that beautiful liquid color controversial chase piece. But without further ado, let's go and start the unboxing and the official Diecast review of Austin Cindric's 2024 discount tire car. And alrighty folks, we got this Diecast out of its box, and yeah, what did you all expect? Another Austin Cindric discount tire car, but this time it is on the Ford Dark Horse Mustang, which I know a lot of people have kind of grown to love. But one thing I love to say, even though this paint scheme is quite familiar to, you know, many NASCAR fans, even back to the Brad Keselowski days, is unfortunately, we are going to have $5 quality right here. The problem with this GL mold still is kind of continuing, like with the Toyotas and also with the Chevrolets, especially that Carson Hocevar car. We do got some pretty bad quality control, especially coming down here to the front bumper where the, the fish gills are, as I like to call the hood levers that. We do have, I believe, what looks like 3 out of the 4 hood pins are actually white, and then here, and trying my best not to cause overexposure, but yeah, that part's not painted. But if you guys do have a white paint pin, then that could probably get you guys fixed. But you see the decals right here on the splitter. They're kind of hard to tell, but it looks like a little bit of that decal paper is still here. And if I could just barely touch it, that will kind of crinkle up and actually fall right off. So with this brand new GL mold that's produced by Lionel Racing, this is just to help, maintain, not only production costs, but also to get more cars out to the stores. Because, we've already seen what's happened before with, of course, the blurry decals, which, we had before on many other cars. And I think the last time we had a discount tire car in NASCAR Authentics, they painted the whole car red and then put it like decals over it, which didn't really look too right. And that was on the PTC/J mold. So it feels really refreshing to finally review a car that doesn't have horrendous quality control. But I don't know, this could be a race version after all. I mean, heck, he is your 2022 Daytona 500 champion and also winner of the Gateway race last year. But you see, I mean, with this GL mold, you do get a nice accurate little accurate representation of the discount tire car, especially with the giant ass spoiler and these very low profile tires, and also the roof rails as well, which are a lot more shorter than to the car we're going to be compared to in a sec. But we also don't have those nice little Penske colored rims. I like to call them the granite countertop rims, or you guys prefer the chrome Penske rims. But you got the Ford branding right there, and just unfortunately, yeah, some quality issues that we're seeing right here. Looks like someone's fingerprint was right here. Don't worry, it wasn't mine. That's why I'm wearing gloves. But this is probably a Daytona. But man, who knows? Maybe the diecast I'm showing you guys in the palm of my hands could be the car that had that controversial finish at this year's one of the dual races that came up. So I'm sure the Eric Jones fans who are watching, you are definitely not gonna like this car. But yeah, those quality issues are pretty unfortunate. But hey, it is cool to have a car that looks a lot better than some of the other Austin Cindric cars we reviewed, especially with my rant reviews. But just watch out for some of these decals. But luckily, I will say that, this part of the scheme doesn't look too bad. Oh, yeah, look at that. I jinxed myself. There's a line that looks like it's doing the bendaroo. So, but I know a lot of people are pretty sick and tired of seeing this paint scheme, as looks like we got some more bad decal wrapping right there. A little bit of an overlap right there because it's supposed to stop where that little shark fin piece is right there. Of course, these also don't have the window banners, because that's what you get for $5 nowadays. But a nice little shiny window with no with interior detail, but of course no window banners and no other added details like the window shades and stuff. Oh, look at that, more paint chips. So I'll have to get all the colors of the rainbow in this review. And look at this, we've got more paint chips on the windshield. Man, gotta love this quality control that we got right here. And my God, I guess you could say we really did got this car at a discount. Some more bubbling right here, and some lines that are not matched up, and just God dang, look at the spoiler, guys. I barely touched this spoiler. And look, dude, it is already like chipping off like crazy. God, this GL mold is really starting to get on my nerves now. My God, they really, just look at that, man. Look at that. And especially with the price increases we're gonna be having soon with the tariffs, just God almighty, this is, what's going on with this A-pillar, dude? Wow, I really did jinx myself. What on God on earth is going on here? Just so many loose decals and paint chips, it's not even funny. God, we need to get Hot Wheels or somebody, you know, to make NASCAR diecast, because yikes, and look at this, man. There's more wrinkles, just good God. Almost makes me want to drive, you know, Draver my way into the next review. Man, that was, I guess we really jinxed this GL mold after all, because once again, this is another bad batch that we got. Dude, this is a 2024 car, and it already looks like it belonged in the diecast junkyard. So probably send this out to my good buddy Diecast if he wants to pull that one out of the grave. But yeah, anyways, I think it's only appropriate for me to showcase now the side-by-side comparison of the other Austin Cindric car from 2022. And don't worry, I still do got to review his Daytona 500 car. So if you guys are pretty excited and want a better quality review, go ahead and hit that subscribe button today, as yeah, we really, as you can say, we hit the discount tire on this one. So, but of course, this is you know, the older model of the Ford Dark Horse Mustangs, because it doesn't have that Ford logo. So glad they added that, because hey, you know, that's just, it doesn't look too right. I'm also not a big fan of, like, they try to add these logos right here, the Ford Performance Racing logos. Just, I don't know, and with this scheme, there's just so much going on. But yeah, the quality just absolutely just not the best. I mean, I do love the Ford Dark Horse Mustangs, but just sadly, I mean, I will say, you know, the diecast quality is a lot more better on the 2022 car with the nice little metallic rims, even though I did say before that they look kind of matchboxy. But hey, this is a whole nother ball game. So if you end up getting this car and anywhere else that sells NASCAR Authentics diecast, just be on the lookout, because I'm starting to see a trend with this GL mold. It looks like these decals, as I think I had a stroke right there, just trying to freaking remind myself just how bad these, how delicate these decals are. So I don't know, maybe I can't really do these side-by-side comparisons anymore, because God, I guess this is what happens when you just get $5 cars nowadays. But I want to hear your guys' comments, thoughts below, and let me know if you guys have any other quality issues, if you guys have if you guys have ever actually seen a GL car and you got it out of the box, because I'm noticing this is a big trend. But hey, it's better than blurry decals or, you know, the PTC motor, right? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this very interesting and quite controversial diecast review on Austin Cindric's 2024 discount tire Ford Mustang. So hopefully he ain't gonna right hook someone like Ty Dillon. So but this has been OBB, the diecast news guy, and I don't know, I'm gonna go to my nearest diecast dealer and try to get a better one at a better discount.